Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, I am going to give you some tips and gear that you need for winter riding. I ride throughout the year and it goes down to all the way to 15 degrees and you can still ride reasonably comfortable with some gear. One of the things that you have to remember is layering. Layering is very important. If you want to retain the heat, make sure that you wear several layers on your body, and that's before you put any motorcycle gear on top of that. So layering is your friend. Get thermal underwear, get tights, and then put your pants on, and then put your motorcycle gear. That keeps the heat in. Layering is your friend. Insulation is your friend. You're gonna need a jacket. This is the jacket that I use for the winter. This is not a good jacket for the summer because there are no areas where the air will get in and keep you cool. So it's perfect for the winter riding. And it's a jacket by Revit. And I just like how it looks. It's very casual. It does have protection in the shoulders and the elbows and pockets for the back. It's made out of Cordura. What I like is that it looks very casual. But I also have my other jacket that I also use for the winter. And that's a Joe Rocket leather jacket. This one has got little spots here in the arms that let air in. But the problem is when you have a zipper, even when it's closed, it will let air in. So you have to keep that in mind. It doesn't let cold in, but it's still noticeable. But I love this jacket. And if you want something that's durable, make sure you get leather. Leather it's just much more durable than Cordura. I've gone through several of these jackets and they disintegrate after a while. So if you don't want to have to keep upgrading over and over, just make sure you get leather. This is a heated jacket. I don't know if you guys know, but if you've been riding for a while, you'll know of electric gear. There's different types of electric gear. There's electric gear like I have here with a controller that you plug directly into the bike. So the jacket will come with some sort of plug that you can put into your electrical system, and it gives you a plug like this that you can plug into the bike. Notice there's two plugs because these jackets are very flexible. So you can put this on. This is a Tourmaster Synergy, and it doesn't really matter which you get. Actually, this is fairly cheap and very, very comfortable. So you plug this into the bike, and then you have another little plug that this goes into pants, or perhaps you have longer wires that go all the way to your feet for socks. I have all of that, but I generally find that keeping your torso nice and warm is pretty much all you need. And here is another important thing. You have more wires. And why do you need more wires? This part is actually important because this plugs into gloves. That way you don't have to run wires throughout your body. It's one contained unit. And you also have this. This is just a heat controller. This one's very simple, on and off, and then you have a high, medium, and low. You know, I don't generally use a lot of this. When I was commuting and I had like an hour of a commute, then I would put this on. But if I'm doing a short ride, I don't generally put the heated vest. You don't really need it that much, but it is nice to have. So the plugs here will go into these, the gloves. The little plugs, Gerbing did a great job on them. You know, you can get all sorts of electrical gear from other manufacturers, and these are wired. There are gloves that I would actually kind of prefer now. It's basically just a battery, and it's got a little compartment here, and you can put your battery in there, and that way you don't have to deal with putting various wires throughout. It's just self-contained. But I find that having heated gloves makes a big difference. And this is just stuff that you wear. You could potentially just get heated grips as well, combine it with this for an incredible warm feeling, and then combine it with Hippo Hands. In the East Coast of the United States, where I'm at, it's brutal. So it's extremely difficult to keep riding in cold temperatures, but you can do it with gear. The thing you're gonna need is boots. Boots, my feet do get pretty cold, so these hard boots are what I generally ride with. They're overkill, I know, but you know, these are city, you can get any boots, but I find that if you get really good equipment, you don't have to keep buying it. It just lasts longer. The Chinese boots I bought, you know, I did a review a while ago on them for the channel. They completely fell apart. These, I bought them used. Actually, I didn't even buy them. It was given to me by the person that I bought the CRF 250. So I got these for free. That's perfect. Let me show you some other things that you could use to keep your body warm. This is just a head mask. It's like a ski mask, but it's called a baklava. I think that's the name. It's kind of a silly name, but yeah, it's just a ski mask. You put it on that way, you know, the air doesn't get into your neck and stuff. I actually find I don't use this too much, but it is nice. The problem with these type of things, once you put it and it goes over your nose, having the visor down on your helmet, it starts to get fogged up. And I also recommend going full face, because this is the best way of keeping your head nice and toasty. In cold days like today, I actually feel that my brain is freezing. That's why I brought out the ski mask. The ski mask is a really important thing, but it's really not needed for our, rides that are an hour or less. If you're gonna ride more, just go all out, get the ski mask and all the equipment. The thing that I have in my bag and keep it in my jacket, it's one of these. These are basically little hotties. It's a chemical reaction that is just, these pads heat up. And I have ridden in such cold temperatures sometimes that your body goes into shock. So I keep several of these around my jacket, and in an emergency, I'll use them. But I generally don't unless I'm doing like a long ride, but I do keep them as a backup for an emergency. Also, you're gonna need pants. Now, these are cheapo Hawk pants that you can get on Temu, eBay, Amazon, and I've worn them for about a season and they're actually fairly good. What I like is that they have a long zipper here that you can put this over your boots so air does not get into your body. They also have a couple of vents for summer riding, and they do come with a liner, but I do not even have the liner on. I just don't find that my lower body gets that cold. And I got them a little bit bigger because I usually use my own tights or pants or whatever. These are some of the oldest pants that I bought. I bought them at extra large, but they are Alpine Stars. I don't know the actual model, but these are some of the best winter pants I've ever had. They have protection. They're comfortable. They do make you look like you have put on 70 pounds of fat in your thighs. You'll get childbearing hips looks, but you know, for having such an old pants, it's in incredibly good shape. I have a couple of rips here, but this one's got insulation and a winter membrane, but it's also very breathable. So, you know, the reason I want to show you this is because sometimes it helps to spend extra money and buy good equipment. So this brand, Alpine Stars, everything that I bought that's Alpine Star brand, I really love it, and they're very durable. So I'm not exactly sure how they're making it so durable, but they are. And I even taken a couple spills on it, and that's why there's got rips. They're not ripped by having bad fabric. And even the texture is just so much better than these Hawk pants. I mean, you can definitely tell the quality difference. Here I am in the garage. It's absolutely cold in here. One thing that is really nice to have, and it doesn't cost a lot of money, is this. These are mitts that go over the handlebars. They take a little bit of a while to get used to. And you can see them, I have them on the ADV 150 and I even have them on the CRF 250. The reason is like they shield you. They're kind of like little windshields for your hands. You can almost use no gloves, but right now it's so cold that I don't recommend that. You still want to couple it with a nice thick glove. And another very important thing that's often neglected is this. This is my old Ninja 250 windscreen. I had a touring windscreen and I just put it on here. The beauty of the ADV 150 is that it only has these 4 bolts. It's not a complex windscreen mount. So I was able to drill this old windscreen and get this Ninja 250 windscreen on here. And it looks, okay, it doesn't look good. But keeping the wind from you is one of the most effective ways of keeping warm in the winter for a motorcycle rider. So that's the reason I went with this really large windscreen. But this one, it's very ineffective. It's great for the summer, but it's ineffective. Another thing you should consider now that prices have gone down is heated grips. Combined with the little mitts here, they're not that difficult to install. You can install heated grips directly to the battery or to the ignition, and then you just hit the button and they're warming you up. So I have killed batteries before because I connected them to the battery, so I recommend connecting it to some other form of power like the ignition. But that's a great combination. The muffs, the gloves, and the heated grips will keep your hands nice and toasty. That's important. I've ridden so many miles on winter that I'm kind of getting used to it. Riding in winter also makes you a little bit tougher because the problem is that people just get used to riding in the summer, and when summer starts or spring starts, they go out, they ride extremely fast, and they're very rusty and they crash. But if you ride throughout, it's actually kind of nice because there's no other motorcycle around other than delivery drivers, and you learn skills that are much needed for any other type of riding that you would not just get in the summer. You know, with these tips, hopefully your season will extend. And if you like the video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.